30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Give me that ball, now.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 31, check 31.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
He's close. He's checking quick. Hey, let go. Mike team right here, guys. Mike team. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Man. Hey, lock it. Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Go.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
10's the mic. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here. Hey, drop it. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Go.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing here, Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
All day, every day, any day. Sam off. Look, squeeze. Check, cut. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Then run out of the gun with Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Hey, Haywood.
At the 38-yard line.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Yep. Deep grip.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They run. It's Kamara. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Go.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He lets it fly. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, come on. 180. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go to 30 base.
Ravens take over 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, Jet. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half,
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Protein spill.
Check 24. Watch 24. Under 10. Under 10.
Looking to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Off. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey.
Go out.
Slam. Kill.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Deep grip.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? 70. Indy.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, team 6.
Like 10. Here we go.
No. 5.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Look at me. Go. Go.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, 88 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Justice Hill, 44 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Echo.
10's the mic. 10's the mic.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. 4 down. Check 26. Check 26. Slam. Slam.
Smooth.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Time to go. Night, night. 10's the mic. 10's the mic.
Go. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, they scared. They scared. Shift.
Hard.
Check 9. Check 9.
Big grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
So we got man. Mike 10. Mike 10. All day, baby. All day. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check. Cross. 5.
They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. I'm scared.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Leo!
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll look to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown for days.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on, just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate.